Welcome to the Buccaneers Observer. What's up, everybody? Lucas, B-Mock, okay. What is going on, guys? Woo! Barely made it. And this was a mess. Anyhow, Ralph Phillips here, Buccaneers Observer, blah, blah, blah. Therapy Money. Kate, what's up, man? Everybody's in the house. Man, we need to lose more often. Get everybody to get the band back together. Oh, man. Al, what's going on, brother? Oof. Can everybody hear me? How's the picture look? I accidentally erased all my settings for my webcam stuff, so I did. I did a video yesterday, an instant reaction, and the quality was so bad. I didn't realize it until after I did it. The quality was so bad that I just erased it today. I was like, man, that's embarrassing. I'm not blue. Is the quality and everything okay? What's up, Dylan? Man, how's everybody feel about that game yesterday? Huh? We are pretty much exactly what we thought we are. We are exactly what our record says we are. That's what I'm getting from it all. I tell you, one thing, I did notice that they got away with quite a few penalties. Blatant stuff, too. Game was exactly as expected. Yep. That felt pretty good for a loss. Yeah, we weren't totally embarrassed. It was not a complete beat down. You know, we actually kind of held our own. We were making somewhat of a comeback, but the refs weren't having it, man. The script said the 49ers were winning this game, and that's all there was to it. I mean, there was that one pass interference call, Mike Evans touchdown. It was in the end zone. He just got mugged by that guy. And it was right there in front of the ref. I mean, literally the ref was 3 feet away looking right at it. Didn't call it. I don't know, man. I don't know what to say about that. What's up, Molly? Yeah, everything's good. Everything's good, Joe. I hope you're doing too. Hope you're doing good too, man. Okay, good. So we beat bad teams and that's it. Yeah, that's where we're at. We're a mediocre team. We beat bad teams. At least we're beating bad teams. Although we didn't beat the Falcons. Should have beat them. They're a bad team. Get better, though. The offense didn't feel start-stop. Yeah, and there was some interesting, tricky little stuff they did in there, I thought. The end of rounds. We definitely were hitting the edges much more than we have all year. We did that fake little screen thing and then threw that pass to Palmer. I thought that was a pretty neat little play. We'll look at the all 22. I think they were kind of innovative on offense. Tried some different things. But there was a number of plays where it was just blatant fouls, and the 49ers got away with it. I actually got a screen cap here. I'll show you. You can see right here, this is offsides. You know, I saw this on live, and I was like, what is this? I mean, look, the ball hasn't been snapped yet. Here's 97. Look how far offsides he is. And then Chase Young, he's offsides, and he's getting ready to come. You know, so anyhow, it was stuff like that just all game, I felt like. And I'm not trying to say that's why we lost. Not by any means. You know, but it didn't help any. It did not help any. I had posted in my instant reaction video the Mayfield getting horse collared by 97, but he was in the pocket. So that's not officially a penalty, but he should have got a penalty for just treating the quarterback that way. Yeah, right. Yeah, just call everything. But I don't know if you noticed, The there was no Buccaneer fans in that stadium. It was all 49ers. Every time I got it, they got the screenshot, I would pause it and look for Buccaneer fans. I didn't see a one. I mean, I'm sure there were some there. So, that's definitely home field advantage. Watts, Lucas, yeah. I think he only got like 3 snaps in this game or something. Let me look at the snap counts. I didn't see him, but like towards the very end. And he got 3 snaps. I mean, how do you have a guy that does so good last week and then you only play him for 3 snaps this week? Tryon got 34 snaps. We'll go to the snap counts here in a second. Yeah, that last series, B-Mock, 49ers just pinned their ears. You don't think they were offsides on that, huh? You really feel good about next week after this? Yeah, everybody got to pay their like tolls. Like tolls. So let's look. We got some snap counts going on here. Okay, offensive lineman except for Wirfs. Wirfs was out for three plays, apparently. Yeah, he got 69 snaps. Otten got 68 snaps. Look at that, man. We use him a lot. He had that one good pass, that seam route down. Yeah, I think he got 27 yards or something. 17 yards. Something. We got, I don't know. Cade Otten has become like our number one offensive player. I mean, he gets more snaps than anybody other than the offensive line. Look, Godwin got 57 snaps. Rashad White got 57 snaps. He's getting more snaps than Rashad White. Evans got 56 snaps. I don't know, man. Cade Otten, it's like the offense revolves around him now, I guess. I don't know. Al, just watching it live, I mean, they were like across the line, They were definitely on the way. Yeah, Devin did look lost at times. And I think Levante got caught a couple of times too. Remember, I think it was in the third quarter. Yeah, their first series in the third quarter, they were backed up. The San Francisco 49ers were backed up on their 2-yard line, right? And then, they run up the middle at McCaffrey, and then the next one was a pass to Kittle. He was wide open on the left side, and he ended up getting like 21 yards. And then the next pass was a 76-yard touchdown to Ayuk on Jamel Dean. So in 3 plays from the 2, they scored a touchdown. That's pretty much, to me, that's kind of summed up the game, which is how it was. They kind of scored when they felt like it, and it was one of those where we were just a little too close for them. So they're like, let's go ahead and get up another touchdown and make it hard for them. But on the second play with Kittle, I think it was Levante David. We'll look at it on all 22. Gave up coverage on that. He ran to the inside and didn't see Kittle run out for a route. So I think there's going to be plenty of blame to go around in this game. We looked better against this team than the Jaguars and the Cowboys. That's true. Jaguars looked really bad against them. Yeah, I did kind of like the play calling, Joe. I thought we did somewhat of a game plan. I wish we would have played this against Philadelphia. I think we would have had a much better result I mean, we attacked the edges on this team like constantly. We were throwing screens, running to the outside, doing the end rounds. We had quite a few tricky plays. I liked it. Oh, I know, Lucas. Molly sent me this morning that safety tore his ACL, and I was like, wow, ankle breaker is supposed to be a figurative speech, not literally. Rashad, calm down. That was a nice juke. Yeah, we did have lots of chances at the end to win the game. I couldn't figure it out who was. The defense kept giving us chances, and the offense was getting close. I tell you, the refs did not do us any favors. I will say that. The refs did not do us any favors. They hit us out of bounds. I mean, they were much more physical than we were. They hit us out of bounds at least 3 times that I know of. I know Ira Kaufman wrote a thing on Joe Bucs fan, which is unusual for him. He normally doesn't write articles, but talking about 2 instances of Buccaneers getting hit out of bounds and the 49ers not getting called. And he was right, but there was another one too. But we actually pull up. We don't hit guys out of bounds, or we don't hit guys when they're getting ready to go out of bounds. And that's just kind of the difference in the way the 2 teams played. They were just much more physical than us. We had 2 plays that were over 20 yards. They had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plays that were over 20 yards. That's never good. We only had 2 plays at 20 yards. What was that? 41 yard to Jarrett. Rock finally got a big play in there. And I think he could have scored a touchdown, but he lost balance. He was like stumbling as he was running. Yeah, Godwin was like totally left out. How many catches did he get? Let's look at the stat sheet. Let's go to the stat sheet. Godwin had 6 receptions for 39 yards. Wow. Did not know that. Right here. He must have done that, like you said, towards the end of the game, because I don't really recall seeing but a couple. Rashad didn't do too bad. 3.3 average run. He only rushed 9 times. Wow. We only had 18 total. We were way imbalanced. Mayfield had 45 passes. And everything's going wonky again. And 18 runs. So, yeah, we've given up on having a balanced offense. Yeah, they had like 5 penalties in the first half. The 49ers did. And then they only got 2 more for the rest of the game. It was really weird. I think the refs were kind of biased in this one. Yeah, White did get mad, Joe. And Hainsey got up in the ref's face at one point. Let me see. I actually wrote it down. And you could hear him on the mic yelling at the ref. It was 6:47 in the second quarter, and I'm not exactly sure what it was. I've rewatched it a couple times. It must have been a face mask on the running back or something. But, yeah, Hainsey was mad that they didn't call it, whatever it was. You're 12 seconds behind, Al. It's time travel. Look at it that way. Hey, what's up, Tom? Their offensive play calling was brilliant. It was pretty good. I mean, I'm sure you're joking somewhere. There's a joke in there somewhere, but I thought their offensive play calling was pretty good. Yeah, and then, what is up with our Carlton Davis and Jamel Dean? I'm really getting tired of them being injured. Sorry. I mean, a lot of people don't like to say that, but there's Rondé Barber played with us and never missed a single game. That's what I'm used to. I'm not used to cornerbacks that are hurt every game. It's like if you can't play, you can't play. You know, we need to find somebody else. That's all I'm saying. If you can't stay on the field, why are we messing with it? Yeah, okay, Tom, you're serious. It's hard to tell with you, man. Yeah, the 49ers, they do great play calling. And they work so good with Brock Purdy, you know, knowing his limitations and stuff. And really, you know, he's gotten so much confidence just by their play calling. You know, I mean, the guy probably feels like he's 10 foot tall and bulletproof. They're kind of opening him up a little bit. Molly says Jamel Dean gets hurt when he screws up, so coach doesn't yell at him. Yeah, probably. Yeah, Payne got 2 catches. He was out there quite a bit too. What was his snap count? They had him on that fumble to Mayfield. They had him blocking Bosa. I was like, what in the world? I mean, I know a lot of times it just turns out that's the matchup, but you can't have that. I don't even see. We got School, Keith, Durham, Jarrett, Edmonds, Palmer. What am I looking at here? Oh, here he is. Payne Durham, 12. He got 12. Secondary will be a priority in the next draft, yeah. Man, we need interior offensive line, secondary. We're going to have to replace our linebackers, middle linebackers. I don't know. I'm amazed that Watts only got 3 snaps. I mean, I really am just kind of blown away by that, and not in a good way. Al says we need an edge. Yeah, I think we're going to have a plenty on our plate come draft season. In their first series, Dean Brock threw I don't know if it was a bad ball, but it was out in front of the receiver, and Dean was there and should have had an interception. He just stuck his hand out, and it hit his hand. But I mean, there was nobody. It was just he didn't even try. Very low effort. I noticed that with Devin White a couple times too on some tackles. So I'm anxious to look on the all-22 and see about that. A little bit of low effort on his part compared to, you know, watching the 49ers and how they just hit and gang tackle, and they don't care if you look like you're going out of bounds, they're going to hit you, you know. And then seeing our guys, you know, kind of dancing around each other and, you know, not hitting guys that are close to out of bounds. You know, they'll like push them or whatever. I don't know. Just the physicality between the two teams was very stark, I thought. Oh, Al says our first pick is going to be a wide receiver. That touchdown catch to McCaffrey, yeah. Yeah, Devin White should have just plowed through those receivers, man. You know, because he like moved out of the way. You know, there was like 3 receivers that kind of got in his way, so he had to swerve to avoid him. But it was within 5 yards. He should have just plowed right over top of him. It probably would have slowed him down. He wouldn't have got to McCaffrey, but at least it would have made them think twice about doing that again. Yeah, Devin White's going to be gone. Right now, we are picking 8th. So a center at 8th would be kind of tough. Yaya's coming on. It's really hard to tell. I have to look at the all-22. Yeah, I mean, he's definitely playing good. So some of his stuff is, they just didn't account for him. I mean, he got 1 sack where he wasn't blocked at all. Al's going to quit the internet if we draft a linebacker or center with our first pick. Yeah, Joe. Some guys change after they get paid for show. For show. I mean, you get that money, All of a sudden, you don't want to get hurt. What's the saying? Hunger is the best spice, When you lose that hunger, when you get everything, it makes it hard to get out there and sweat and work hard and hurt yourself and all that good stuff. Devin White doesn't plow through anyone. Woof. Yeah, according to my calculations, that's just we're 8th place in the league in standings, if I'm right in my math. What's up, Gulliver? Yeah, Fred Warner was out there just tearing things up, man. I mean, he was jumping up, batting balls down, sacking guys, tackles for a loss, causing fumbles. I'm like, what are our linebackers doing? I know Devin had 3 tackles on, how many snaps did he have? He had Devin White had, my goodness, he had 60 snaps. He played 100% of the snaps, and he had three tackles. We had somebody, Servase Dennis had 17 snaps, and Josh Hayes had 15. Okay, no, we're saying Dennis. Dennis had 17 snaps, and I bet he had just as good as stats as White. Let me see. Here we go. Let's find the stats. Okay, yeah, White had three tackles and nothing else. That was it. Only 2 were solo tackles. Oh, that's the first half. Hold on. Let me find. I'm sitting here doing this again, realizing that y'all can't see my stats. I'm just thrilled to death that the game is, or that the video is working, because I really messed up this weekend. I was designing a new thing there. You can see all the stuff, and ended up deleting everything by accident. Okay, so that's 49ers defensive plays. Here's Tampa Bay. Okay, so yeah, Dean got three tackles and nothing else on 100% of the snaps, which was 60. And then Servase Dennis got 2. And he only played 17 snaps. I mean, Winfield's up here just killing it. David had 7 and a sack and 3 tackles for a loss. Holy crap. Diaby had 3 tackles for a loss too. Vita had tackles for a loss. That's one thing. Greg Schiano, he said that, and it just kind of blew my mind one day. He said tackles for a loss are the same as a sack. And I was like, oh, yeah, they are, aren't they? It's like, huh. And that's why he focused so much on tackles for a loss. That was when David blew up, he had like 50 tackles for a loss one year. Oh, David, hey, what's up, man? I'm over here running my mouth, not paying attention to my people. Joe said the internet needs you, Al. Yeah, ring money complacency. Yep, 100%, man. When Devin White looks in the mirror, he sees Fred Warner. Oh, cool, David. That's all right. Oh, I know. We were talking about that. Rachaad White is a true ankle breaker. I mean, he literally is an ankle breaker. Diaby had 2 sacks. Yeah, had four tackles, 2 sacks, 3 tackles for a loss. I think those 2 sacks are included in the tackles for a loss. Our defensive line looked great yesterday. Oh, yeah, okay. So, yeah, he's got 2 quarterback hits, too. Okay, what's up, brother? Are you just coming in here? You were in here earlier, weren't you? Oh, yeah. You were in here earlier. Joe, I actually did that on my instant reaction video, which I ended up taking down for a number of reasons. One, I took it down because the video quality was absolute garbage. Like I said, I erased all my settings by accident and didn't realize it, and recorded that video and then like uploaded it. And I looked and I was like, oh my gosh, this is horrible. Looked like I filmed it with a potato. And then because I had did some clips and I did that horse collar on the interception, I did that clip. The NFL copyright striked me. It wasn't a strike. They just monetized it, which I'm fine with. I'm like, whatever. And, but then I realized, or I was told that it's not a horse collar tackle on a quarterback if he's in the pocket. I didn't know that. So between those 3 things, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to take this video down. So I took it down. Granted, it might not have been a horse collar, technically a horse collar, but it was roughing the passer. I mean, Mayfield had long gotten that ball out of his hand when Bosa grabbed him and yanked him down. And it was not a gentle yank either. I mean, it was a snatch. And Bosa came over and apologized to him right in front of the refs. Mayfield was complaining to the refs. He was like, he yanked me down, man, after I threw the ball. The refs were just like, yeah, well, shut up and take it. And Bosa came over while he was talking to the refs and like apologized to him. I was like, what is up with these refs, man? I was not happy about that at all. But like I said, and Al agreed with me. He commented on the video before I deleted it that, I'm watching this, and it was supposed to be exciting. We're like coming back and we had the possibility of, some touchdowns and, getting back in the game. And I was just kind of just sitting there. I was just like, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm supposed to be excited right now. This is supposed to be exciting. I don't know. It's really boring, And it's not just been this game. It's been a while. It seems like the team just doesn't have the oomph, Yeah, he dumped Baker hard, though. Yeah, he should have. That should have been a penalty. There's no doubt about it. I don't know what they're thinking. There was 2 refs standing right there watching it. You can see them. They're looking at it. So we'll see it on the All-22 and complain about it. But it's just one of those things, man, But, the 49ers did get penalized like twice as much as we did, and they still whooped us. It's not like penalties are the reasons why we lost the game, but it's just frustrating to, have the Mike had that touchdown in the end zone. That guy just slammed right into him before he got the ball. That was obviously pass interference. And the ref was literally 3 feet away from him and looking right at it. Don't know what that's all about. So, we did that. And then I think it was the very next play, Mayfield threw that touchdown or that interception, and it's just like, refs, do your job. I mean, even if we would have scored a touchdown there, we wouldn't have won the game. We would have had a chance, but we didn't lose because of the penalties or the non-penalties. But it's aggravating to just watch this crap every week. It's every game. It's every game. You just, every time there's a big play, you go, all right, there's got to be a penalty, and there is. And, anytime somebody does something, it's like everybody looks around for the penalty now. The refs have become too much part of the game. Yeah, it wasn't a horse collar technically. But he still, I mean, it could have very easily been roughing the quarterback because it happened after Mayfield threw the ball. And you saw Bosa did release him as he was going down. He let go, but he grabbed Mayfield after he threw the ball and pulled him. So, but I mean, Mayfield was getting hit from all over the place when he threw that ball. Would have been exciting if Jameis Winston was in. Molly, do you want Jameis Winston back as our quarterback? You sure do. Sure to bring him up all the time. Yeah, they got away with a lot of penalties. A lot of penalties. We're going to look at this on the All 22, and I guarantee you we're probably going to see 20 uncalled penalties, between the holdings, the hits out of bounds, stuff like that. Wouldn't surprise me to see 20. I've had this issue. We talked about it before, but last year when we played San Francisco, same thing. When we played San Francisco in, I think it was 2018, same thing. Just they play physical, and with physicality comes a lot of penalties, and if they're not called, then they get it's really lopsided if they don't get called. Let's put it that way. Yeah, right, Al. Yeah, we didn't set all kinds of dumb records or let them to. They did get the one. Brock Purdy had a perfect quarterback score. What's up, Rashad? Rashad, not Rashad. Brock Purdy got a perfect quarterback score, 153.8, whatever it is. And he's only the third 49er to do it, and the other two were Steve Young and Joe Montana. So he's in that category. We gifted him that. Talk about confidence for a quarterback. And then like we did with C.J. Stroud a couple weeks ago. Letting him bust off rookie records on us. I really hate it. It really bothers me. When the Buccaneers do that. When you watch the highlight films and it's all against the Buccaneers, you're just like, oh. But 2011 was the worst for that. But yeah, the flags on every big play, man. I tell you, it gets so annoying. And they're not consistent with the flags, the penalties. That's what drives me crazy. There's way too many subjective calls. There's way too many refs that call it this way and other crews that call it this way. And you just never know. You never know. You expected the team to give up after the third quarter, Kate? Yeah, they played hard. That's one thing I got to say about this team. It's been this way all year long. They haven't given up. There's a couple games I expected them to give up, but, they're still out there playing. And there's been some guys that you've seen loafing and stuff, but generally, the team's still trying to win all the way to the echo of the whistle. Bad secondary, bad pass rush. Oh, man, Devin White says hi. Right, Joe. Exactly. There should be a flag every time the corner is not facing the ball and there's contact. There should be. There's the rules. No one was jogging. Yeah. I did see a couple low effort plays by Devin White. Well, we'll look on all 22, but nothing as extreme as there has been. Devin White says hi, Kate. You're killing me, man. Okay. Congratulations on y'all getting a new president, by the way. That'll be fun. Your press is going to have a field day down there. They're just going to go ballistic for the next however many years he's in office. I know, Dylan, right? It just goes to show how bad our division is. we're right in the mix of it, man. And we got a lot of division games coming up. We've only played 2. We still got 4 more to go. So, this could go all kinds of different ways. And that's all that matters is winning this division. That's it. That's all that matters. You got to win the division, then you get in the playoffs. Once you get in the playoffs, anything can happen. But no, this team, if we made it to the playoffs again this year, we're going to get embarrassed. Because we're going to play the same teams that embarrassed us this year. Detroit, Philadelphia, and the 49ers. It's going to be one of those 3. They've already whooped us. But no, if we won the division, yeah, it'd probably be Detroit at this point. All right, who would we get the first round? That we'd get one of the wild card teams, right? Al bought a McChicken today, first time in 3-6 years. It's all of us you're talking about McDonald's, right? It was $3.16. Yeah. Yeah, welcome to the new world, Al. Everything's expensive and everything's bad for you. You got to pay a steep price to get sick. Who are the best team? We are the best team in the division, record or not. I would have said that, Joe, 5 weeks ago. Right now, I just don't know. Vikings, yeah. Hey, we beat them already, so football math says we got that one. Well, if Detroit wins their division and we win our division, that means us and Detroit. Oh, wait, they changed it now. Only one team gets a bye. So it would be, man, I don't know. I'd have to sit here and figure it out. So now there's 4 division winners and 3 wild cards or 2. This is weird. My brain is not working. I should have drank some caffeine before I got on here. Triangle of logic. We beat the Vikings. Vikings beat 49ers. 49ers beat us. Yeah, that's football math for you, man. Vikings, Seahawks, Saints. Okay. It's okay. There's 3 wild cards now. Okay, gotcha. So it'll be Vikings, Seahawks, Saints. Yeah, I could see that. But we're coming down the stretch. This is what are we in the 3rd quarter now? 4th quarter's getting ready to come up. So those are the teams that you got to worry about, the ones that kind of start showing up in the 4th quarter. We'll see if the Vikings and Seahawks and Saints can hang in there. Al doesn't think Seahawks are going to make the wild card. How about Denver, man? Y'all see Denver? Denver's playing tough football. I mean, they're playing some physical fucking football. I don't know what's going on over there. I don't know. Sean Payton's got the bounty going again, but man, they are hitting hard. It's weird. It's going to be the Cowboys, Vikings, Bucs, Falcons with the final wild card. Vikings and Bucs, Falcons with the final card. Oh, the Cowboys. Yeah, that's right. That's right. I forgot about them. Dang. Could you imagine three teams for the NFC South going to the playoffs this year? I don't think that's possible, is it? Cowboys versus Bucs again. Wouldn't that be something? Yeah, I forgot about the Cowboys. Totally forgot about them. Yeah, man. Everybody forgets about the Cowboys. They just bleh. Bleh. That is Al Bundy's favorite team. Is there any news today? Anything interesting happen? Y'all excited about this game tonight? I'm excited about this game tonight. I've been looking forward to this game for weeks now. Oh my gosh, they got to play the 49ers, Cowboys, 49ers, Eagles. Oof. Cowboys are riding soft schedule, man. Let me see. We got the fourth easiest schedule in the league. Wow. PFF has got their Week 11 top performers. Kittle, Ayuk, and Warner are on their list. See, it's stuff like that I hate. How'd everybody do in fantasy football this week? I'm going to end up losing. Unless I get some good points tonight. I've got 2 players playing tonight. I can't believe that the Redskins lost to the Giants. The Giants swept the Redskins this year. Giants have only won 3 games, and 2 of them have been against the Redskins. Couldn't happen to a better coach. Never did like him. Oh, Joe with the politics. Yeah, but I don't know, man. Commanders, if you can't beat the Giants. The other 3 easiest schedules are in our division. That's because we're all horrible. So anybody that has to play us twice gets easy schedule designation. Yeah, we're coming up on the 4th quarter of the season. This is where teams really start to stand out. We've got how many games left? 6? No, wait. This is week 11. So 7 games left. Let me do this math here real quick. Got 18 weeks now. So they keep changing all this stuff. It's aggravating us for us old heads. So about every 5 games, every 5 weeks is a new quarter in the NFL. So we're coming up on the 4th quarter, right in the middle of the 3rd quarter. So it's 4th quarter teams you got to worry about. Oh, no. Got crushed. Only 3 out of 6 wins. I had Amari Cooper, too. Yeah. Yeesh. Man, yeah, you got crushed. Who we got left on our schedule? I'm going to look it up real quick. And then we've got the Colts next week. We can win that one. We just play solid, mistake-free football. I'm glad everybody's not feeling down. You know, we all kind of figured this was going to happen. But like we said, I think everybody said that way. As long as we don't get embarrassed, we'll be okay. And that's exactly, yeah, I didn't feel like we got embarrassed. I thought we did a pretty good show. And I really wish we'd be more physical. But that's just me. That's a personal preference. Okay, yeah, we got the Colts coming up. That should be a win. It's at Indianapolis. Then we got the Panthers. That should be a win. That's at our house. Then we got to go to Atlanta to play the Falcons. That should be a win. But the last time we played them should have been a win too. Packers, we could definitely win that. It's at Green Bay. It's going to be hard. That's going to be in the middle of December too. It's going to be cold. I don't know. That's going to be just... But we can win that one. Jacksonville, we can win that one. Saints, we can win that. We can win out. We could win out. We got a pretty easy schedule. Jacksonville's the only team I see on the schedule that I'm like, you know, they're on paper better than us, I guess. Oh, you're going to be at Indy this week, Rashad. You're going to be representing the Buccaneers? Yeah, Kate, I agree with you. We can definitely win 6 of them. How about all these quarterbacks, Joe? Joe Burrow out for the season. Deshaun Watson out for the season. Kirk Cousins out for the season. Aaron Rodgers out for the season. Daniel Jones out for the season. Anthony Richardson out for the season. I mean, what? And none of these are head injuries. They're all Achilles, shoulders, knee, and wrist. We are the fourth quarter team. Hey, it's possible, Kate. It's possible. We got the skill. Dylan's going too. Y'all should hook up, man. Drink a beer. You think the Jags will beat us, Al? Tom's willing to bet with us. Yeah, I'm not going to take that bet, Tom. I'm saying, in theory, it's possible. You know, I mean, there's really no tough teams. I mean, you could argue Jacksonville, but You know, we don't have any more 49ers or Philadelphia's or the Detroits or Dallas. I don't think the Saints look tough. Jacksonville, I haven't watched a whole lot of their All-22, but they got some issues. Ain't look done. Yeah, y'all should hook up, man. Get a beer. Oh my gosh. Al, you're a curse. Man. Yeah, you got hit pretty bad with injuries. Carr's out for the season? Is he? Get out of here. Really? I'm looking it up. He's still in concussion protocol. Tom Brady said win out after Thanksgiving. That's true. You know, wouldn't that be something? Wouldn't that be something? I mean, we could do it. Did we ever find out what happened with Michael Thomas and Marshawn Lattimore? if they're out for the season? I guess we'll find out coming up this week because they had a bye week last week, so they didn't have to do any injury reports and stuff. Oh, the shoulder, yeah. Yeah, well, Derek Carr was looking like crap, so we might want him to be still playing. Yeah, that's awesome, man. Y'all are going to have a good time at that Indianapolis Colts game because I think we can win that. Could shut that stadium down. I want to see all the fans, Indianapolis Colts fans, leave the stadium about midway through the fourth quarter, and I want to see you guys wearing your colors behind the announcers, or like sitting together all down by the sideline when the stadium security just says, "Screw it, go sit wherever you want," because everybody else is gone. Just take over right there at the 50-yard line. I want to get a shot of you guys, man. Yeah, right. MH. I mean, we've lost so many games that we should not so many, but we've lost games that we should not have lost, and we've looked really bad in our losses. This one yesterday we didn't look too bad, but Detroit, Atlanta, Houston, just that was a bad football. We looked bad. The Bills game, that Falcons game though, that's the one that was really, really a kick in the gonads. In the Eagles game, I felt like we could have put up much more of a fight if we wouldn't have had such a dumb game plan on both sides of the ball. It's like we got psyched out. And I was worried we were going to do that in this game too, that we were going to let the 49ers psych us out even before we got on the field. But they actually seemed like they had a decent game plan on offense anyhow. We'll see about it on defense. I didn't notice. I mean, it did look like we played more man. We definitely got beat more on man, but I couldn't tell what the ratio was compared to last week, Did y'all notice the announcers talking about how great Tristan Wirfs has been playing? I mean, we've been seeing it on all 22. He hasn't been playing that good for the past few weeks, and he was definitely favoring his right ankle in this game. Even the announcer pointed it out at one point. I think when he got hurt, they said it looks like his right ankle was hurt or something. We had some pretty good. Bucs put out some cool videos last week too. That mic'd up one with Levante David, and then they had a sideline video that was pretty good. I wanted to watch it. I wasn't able to get on Friday. We had kind of a situation arose, and then I was going to try to get on Saturday, but like I said, I was working on this and then ended up deleting everything by accident. That was stressful, so I wasn't able to get on. But yeah, I wanted to go over the videos and stuff with everybody. Yeah, there was a weird on that sideline video. It was very strange, and this might just be me reading into something, but in the locker room, Mayfield, Todd Bowles gave a little speech, and he said, "Break it down," and he walked away. And you saw Devin White walk out with it, or walk over to the group with his hand up, and then Mayfield stuck his hand up, and he started to do the breakdown. And Devin White went and got right up in his face, like he was angry. It was weird. I was like, whoa, I watched it like 4 or 5 times on replay. I was like, anyhow, I wanted to show you guys that and see what y'all thought, but it was very strange. I mean, he got right up in Mayfield's face, and Mayfield wouldn't even look him in the eye. He was looking around. It was strange. Don't know what that was all about. Oh, did y'all see the Rachaad White doing the tiny mic interviews on TikTok? That was pretty funny. Apparently that's a thing. Molly was telling me that's a thing on TikTok. They do these tiny mic interviews. But Rachaad was doing them in the locker room, asking all the guys how many unanswered messages they had on their phone. No team looks great this year. Yeah, yeah, I don't really see any teams that are like really separating from the pack. I feel like a lot of ugly football this year. Oh, Saints got an easy schedule too. Good grief. Wish we played the Giants. Rashad Dillon screaming during the game. Right. Yeah, scream out something unique so we'll know it's y'all. Not even the Giants, Kate? Wow. Oh, and Giants. Okay. I didn't see that. I'd rather have Wirfs at right tackle. Yeah. Yeah, it's just ugly football this year. I don't know what's going on. It's easy to forget about the Giants. That's funny. So true. So true. But yeah, they were talking about that, and Pro Football Focus had put it out before the game that Wirfs had 345 pass blocking snaps without giving up a sack. And I was like, that's not true. We've seen it. We've got it on all 22. He's given up some sacks. That's why I never trust those things. What's a sack to them? What's a pass blocking? I don't know. But apparently they're not watching everything. Lots of teams in transitions this year. A lot of teams are probably jostling to get high draft picks for these franchise quarterbacks that I've been hearing about. What's up, UK? I know, right? Make Derek Brooks the general manager. That'd be awesome. Although I like Jason Light. But yeah, get Derek Brooks up in there. Get Rondé Barber up in there. Guys were talking about having Warren Sapp coach. I was like, yeah. At least for a couple weeks before he gets thrown off the team for slapping a prostitute or something. But yeah, bring the gang back together. I mean, you see what John Lynch did in the 49ers. You're like, we got the crew here in the Tampa Bay. Most of the teams having a league rebuild. Well, and me and Molly talked about this on our podcast a couple years ago that, all the old school quarterbacks are gone. You had the Peyton Mannings, the Eli Mannings, the Aaron Rodgers, the Tom Brady's, the Drew Breeses, the Matt Ryans. There was just a whole list of them that are gone now. So, it's like it's this new era of football, and it's not settled yet, I guess. So that would be a good reason. There's really no strong established quarterbacks anymore. Look at Allen's playing bad in Buffalo. Mahomes is kind of taking a step back this year. You've got some guys that are coming up, some guys that are going down, but nobody's really taken off. That you're saying that's An outstanding quarterback. Yeah, Tony Romo, Favre. Yeah, it was like 3/4 of the league just lost great quarterbacks. Everyone made a push at once. There's also Molly's theory about the COVID guys. We're getting all these guys from the 2020 season and beyond that haven't played a lot, and they're not as tough because of it. Yeah, I think a lot of teams are pushing for this. I don't follow college football, but everybody's saying the quarterback, it's really deep. There's a lot of franchise quarterbacks here. Now I think a lot of teams are gunning for that. What's up, T-Knowles? Yeah, we were talking about that, man. Dean and Davis, it's like you're getting paid all this money and you get hurt every game. I mean, it's just like, you sit out for a couple weeks, you come in, you play a few snaps, you're hurt. And this has always been this way. It's not like this is a new thing, but, you can't have accountability without availability, all that good stuff. And they're getting beat. Like Carlton Davis, I mean, we know Jamel Dean got beat on that big 76-yard pass to Ayuk, but Carlton Davis got beat earlier by Ayuk and then missed the tackle on a third down. It was just like, you just get tired of seeing it. I do, anyhow. I want to see guys. And now, when I pointed out in the first quarter, their first series, Brock Purdy threw a bad pass, and it went right at Dean, and he just kind of stuck his hand out, and it hit his hand. There was nobody there. It just hit his hand and bounced to the ground. I mean, he didn't even try to intercept it. He should have intercepted it. It's like our cornerbacks don't understand intercepting the ball or something. I don't know. But we do have Winfield, so there's that. Yeah, and T-Knowles, it's that's Todd Bowles' area. That's where he came up through coaching the secondary. That's his ballywhack. We should have the best secondary in the league. I think we have a worse pass defense this year than we did last year, and last year wasn't good. It's kind of like our running game. Our running game is just as bad as it was last year. How does that happen? I don't get it. Yeah, good point, Kate. The Rams, us, Eagles, Cowboys, Chiefs, Bengals. Yeah. Yeah, especially us and the Rams. They're really stinking it up. They stank it up last year, stinking it up this year. The Bills too. Yeah. I think the Bills might have missed their chance, man. Stafford's going to retire. Gosh, is he going to be the last of the old school quarterbacks? Yeah, I didn't even understand that, UK. Why didn't he try to intercept it? He just like nonchalantly stuck his hand out, and he didn't even bat the ball. It just hit his hand and fell down. It's like, what are you doing? 49ers and the Lions. I think the Eagles, right? I mean, they're playing good football. Al come in strong against the edges. Oof. Yeah, Cousins. Would we consider him old school quarterback? Yeah, I could do it, but I wouldn't consider him like a franchise quarterback. I mean, he was a journeyman for a long time, right? So Kate, I still have a hard time figuring out why the Eagles are so good. I got to chalk it up to their offensive line. They just got a really good offensive line. Probably the best in the league right now. And not only that, UK, but every time he gives up a big play, he gets hurt. Molly was saying that the reason why he does that is so he doesn't get yelled at by the coach. Coach can't yell at you if you're hurt. More Drew Brees, yeah. Sue didn't sign with anybody this year, did he? I guess he's done. Yeah, that's a good point, Al. And it is so aggravating. It's the way it was last year. We just couldn't get any pressure unless we blitzed. It's the only way we could get pressure. Oh, Wayne. Hey, what's up, brother? But what has happened to Denver? I want to know. Because the last two games I've seen from them, they are playing hard football. I mean, I would say they're probably the most physical team in the league right now. I mean, they're just out there whooping people. I mean, just like playing physical, hard football. I was saying earlier, I think Sean Payton's put out another bounty. he's over there getting those guys to hurt people, man. Yeah, and Russell Wilson's out there slinging the ball around. Yes, T. Knowles. Yeah, it's driving me crazy with Baker doing that hesitation. As he was doing so good at the beginning of the year and in the preseason, making good, fast decisions. And now it just seems like he's gotten frantic. It is annoying. Oh, the Jets, man. Do you see they've replaced their quarterback again? How many times have they done that with him? They bench him, and then something happens, and they got to put him back in. And they bench him again. Something else happens, they got to put him back in. They go out, they get Aaron Rodgers. He blows out his ACL with the first 4 plays. So they got to put Zach Wilson back in. Now they're benching him again. The total mess over there, man. Russell was not the problem in Denver, huh? Who's the most elite quarterback, Tom? Yeah, Tino's. We were looking at the remaining schedule. We don't really have anybody hard playing. I mean, some people are saying Jacksonville could beat us and everything, but I mean, everybody else is bad football. We got the Colts, Falcons, Packers, Jaguars, Saints, and Panthers twice. So, yeah, we could very easily, as Kate was saying, win 6 of those games. No, the Browns, yeah. Yeah, there's another team. That's a good analysis there, Al. I'm just blown away at how physical they're playing, especially their defense. I mean, they're out there decleating people. Oh, Zach Wilson's going to be the 3rd string quarterback now? How many quarterbacks they got over there? So they're going to make him the 3rd stringer so that if anything happens to what's going to happen? The 2nd stringers are going to get hurt. I'm telling you. The universe wants Zach Wilson to be the quarterback of the Jets just to entertain the rest of us. Yeah, UK. Well, I mean, his offensive line is kind of making it tough on him. Talk about Mayfield, but I don't like his. I mean, he's doing a relatively good job, I think. Considering the offensive line, but he's definitely getting the happy feet. And I don't like it. I can't stand watching that mess. The teams that made a push this year all died on the starting line. That's sad. Yeah, I think Zach Wilson is pretty much done now. What's up, Green? Did you miss anyone being from Mississippi? That's funny. No. We're just sitting here complaining about the game and relieved at the same time that we didn't get totally embarrassed. But then we were looking at our schedule coming up, and looks easy peasy, man. We should be able to win some of these games. Elite is Mahomes. All outs are treading water for a Super Bowl. I really thought Josh Allen was going to get better and better, but he doesn't seem like he's doing too good this year. Let me see. Gosh, are there any more elite quarterbacks? Now, I'm going to say quarterback for Baltimore. Jackson, he's good. Man. Yeah. He's just injury prone. I'm trying to think of any other quarterbacks. That's scary. How long has it been that we haven't had like at least a handful of elite quarterbacks in the league? Trevor Siemian is a second string at the Jets. That's hilarious. Oh, that's funny. Oh, yeah, Tito's. That is so weird with our third down. I think we're trying to outsmart the opposing team. Them thinking we're not going to go for it, but we like went for it on a 3rd and 3 yesterday, and we tried to hit that long bomb to Palmer. I was like, what are we doing? Just get the first down. It is annoying. I mean, I don't mind the no risk it, no biscuit every now and then, but we seem to do it a little too much. Hey, Rampage, what's up, man? Dream Child from 1985. Wow. Is it any good? Kate, you're loving it with the Browns. Not a big Browns fan, I think. Huh? Tom says the most elite quarterback in the NFL is the one playing the Buccaneers. It's true. We gave him a perfect quarterback rating yesterday. He gets to join the Pantheon with Steve Young and Joe Montana. Oh, Eagles or Chiefs, man. I'm going with the Eagles. But that's mainly because I've got fantasy football guys playing. Man, it's at Kansas City, so that's in their favor. But yeah, I'm picking the Eagles. I think they're the Chiefs. Chiefs are struggling a little bit. Eagles more solid team, I think. What do you think, Lucas? Mahomes in the elite category? Yeah. Yeah, he's like the only one we could think of. Yeah. Hurts is elite. Burrow, yeah. I mean, I like Burrow a lot, but it kind of reminds me a little bit of Matt Ryan, It's like almost there, top shelf, but can't quite seem to break through. Do we blame Bowles? Yeah. I can't point to anything yesterday specifically and say it's Bowles' fault. I think it's just generally the whole malaise of the team, it not coming together. But I wouldn't say yesterday was Bowles' fault. Yeah, now Lamar Jackson, I feel is elite. I think he is much better than. I mean, he's just now getting unleashed. They've had him as a running quarterback, and he's a dang good pocket passer. I mean, he's an awesome pocket passer, and he's a good field general too. He reminds me a lot of Peyton Manning in that aspect. He does a lot of stuff, to try and trick the defense. The little things. Burrow's having surgery, yeah. Yeah, that's what got us talking about all this is we went through the list of quarterbacks that are out for the season. It's about the real-life Alice that the Alice from Wonderland was named after. Oh, I didn't know all that. That guy, Alice in Wonderland, was it him or the Wizard of Oz guy? Can't remember. Was the godfather of marketing? He invented the window displays and all that good stuff. Eagles for sure? Okay. I agree with you, Lucas. I think it's going to be interesting to see between the Eagles and the 49ers. Hopefully they'll play in the, if we don't play, of course, but in the NFC Championship. Injury report right now for the Eagles and Chiefs. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we were out talented on this. I mean, we all knew going into it. They were, on paper, the better team. And on the eye test, they were the better team. Yeah. No doubt about that. They just got so many weapons, and they just play good football. They're coached well. Don't make a lot of mistakes. They're not like a super tricky team. They're really just very physical. Injury report for tonight's game. Mahomes couldn't beat Tom when it mattered. Yeah, nobody can beat Tom when it mattered. He was the best, man. We are very fortunate to have him as our quarterback for those few years. It was a good feeling, man. It really was. I've been a Buccaneer fan for, 30 years. And in that time, I never really had a quarterback that I was, like, woohoo. I tried with Jameis. But when Tom Brady came, it was a weird feeling. I never had that before, A quarterback that was competent and elite, and didn't make a bunch of mistakes or, could do everything. I miss it. LMH is going with the Chiefs. Philly's got 3 starters out. Who are they? Lucas. Here you go. That's always the best, man. They're talking crap, and you're like, when's the last time y'all won a Super Bowl? He wasn't even alive. Oh, man, that's hilarious. Oh, no, that's right. We get to see Taylor and Mr. Taylor. What do they call them? The Swift Kelseys? Sweeney's? Something. There's some phrase that's been going around. So they were in Argentina. That's weird. Yeah, we did hang in there with them Green. That it was we didn't get embarrassed. Chiefs in the rain. Goddard, Evans, and Barnett. Okay. No, I did not see that video, Joe. I'd never even noticed that. That's cool. Send me a link. Taylor's not going to be there? Why not? And how do you know that? You following Taylor Swift? Oh, there was a death. Bad PR. Okay, okay, gotcha. Yeah, send me a link to that video, Joe, if you can. You got the Eagles, Dylan? Yep, I definitely feel more confident now that some of you are chiming in. I mean, you never know with the Chiefs. I mean, they can curb stomp anybody, but Andy Reid's very good at drawing up game plans, but they're also very good at bombing too. I mean, if they start getting punched in the mouth, they just quit. They're just like that. So hopefully that's what the Eagles are going to do. Of course, I say that, but technically I probably want the Chiefs to win because AFC team. I always root for the AFC teams just to help us. So, inactives tonight. We got anybody from Kansas City inactive tonight? Nobody I recognize. No, it's Tom. Tom was a Swiftie. Oh, ow. Yeah, so this game is probably either going to be a shootout or a blowout. Right? It's going to be interesting. I've been looking forward to this game. Oh, congratulations to, who was it? Was it MH? For winning the prediction? Right? Came darn close. Oh, and Al, by the way, I saw your comment on that video. So if you look on the screen there where it shows the prediction winners, I changed you for week 6 for that win. Even though you didn't get the team right, nobody got a team right. You did have the closest score. So I remember we all talked about it and said, should we just say nobody or give it to Al? You might not have been there, but everybody voted to not give it to you. But you deserve it, man. You deserve it. So who was it? Look at that. Al's got 3 in a row right there. Got week 6, week 7, and week 8. Master prognosticator. Start calling you Nostradamus. And then last week it was MH. Yes, MH. Congratulations. You won. You had picked 31-14 49ers, and the score was 27-14. So you're only off by 4 points, man. 4 points total. Good job. Kate, you heading out? Yeah, all right. Hopefully you can make it this week. Watch all 22. We'll be here tomorrow starting 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You never did answer me about the presidency stuff. You never do when I ask you about the politics down there. Don't want to get dragged away, right? Thrown in a cell. Yeah, the Bucs, I think they're going to win this week. But it's in a dome. You come here to get away from politics. Oh, understandable, 100%. 100%. I will not ask you. I will not bring it up anymore. I don't want to ruin your sanctuary here. Yeah, we'll see how it goes, Kate. I know things are getting tough down there, man. Dave Smith, 2024. What's that? What'd I miss? Yeah, you were close, Al. And then who else was it? Somebody else was 5 points away. No, 6 points away. 16-31. Who was that? Oh, it was Tom. Yeah, Tom picked 31-16. Yeah, so all 3 of y'all were close. All right, take it easy, Kate. Good night. How are you 19 seconds behind again? I'm going to get you better internet. I wonder if I could play that video on YouTube while we're sitting here. Is it long? I wonder if I could play it and we can all watch it. Look at Super Bowl logo color theory. It's amazing all the stuff people can come up with. Is it Tony telling it like it is? Yeah, I think, Joe, I got a block on people posting links in the chat. I got to fix that. So I think I found it. I'm going to save it for later. I don't know what the rules are about me watching this and putting it on my channel. I have to look into that. Oh, okay. Dave Smith, 2024, podcaster and stand-up comic. I will listen to his podcast, Green. I appreciate that. Dave Smith, 2024. That's like the most common name in the world, Dave Smith. I'm sure I won't get 50 million hits on that. You had the refs winning in a close. Is that on your chat or the chat on the screen, Al? Because the chat on the screen up here, right here, I took the timestamp off because it was just to make it shorter. On the live chat, yeah, YouTube's doing a whole bunch of revamping, like the back end of the YouTube stuff. When I'm doing my live stream, is all they're changing all that. They changed the whole ad thing. Remember how I was talking about? I was going to do the ads like after the live stream, not have it on during the live stream. Well, you can't do that now. They changed all that. As a matter of fact, you can't even take away. You used to be able to choose. You can have ads before the video and after the video, but not during the video. You can't do that now. It's like you can have ads, but it's got to be all of them. It's weird. They're doing all kinds of weird stuff. YouTube's all Google just its whole existence has been changing stuff constantly and taking things away. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see a couple different videos. Huh. Never heard of that before. The Super Bowl color theory. Wouldn't that be something? Well, legally, the NFL can do whatever they want. They're considered entertainment. So just like wrestling is considered entertainment, and I hate to break it to anybody that's a wrestling fan who doesn't know this, but it's fake, it's scripted. The NFL could do that. They could legally do that. There's nothing that says that they can't do that. So it'd be crazy to find out that they did script it. One of the things that bothers me is that we do not know what mechanisms they have in place to make sure that the referees are not cheating. There's just no transparency there at all. And there's never been a referee scandal in the history of the NFL. Come on now. Every other sport has had one, but not the referee, not the NFL. What are the odds of that? What's up, Zach? Yeah, Devin White looked good last week. He played with some oomph. But this week he played 100% of the, 60? Was it 60 plays? And got 3 tackles. That was his only stat line, 3 tackles. That ain't enough, brother. I'm spitting the facts, man. NFL is rigged. I'm getting to the point where I'm like, I don't know what's real in the world anymore and what isn't. Because you find out some weird stuff, man. And, I don't know, things shift underneath your feet. It's weird. This is kind of off subject, but not really. There was a song that I have been saying for probably 40 years now. I've been saying was sung by Yes, the band Yes. And then I came to find out just the other day that it was by the band Rush. And for 40, it blew me away. I was like, what? And this was a song, I could sing it by heart. How I made that mistake, I don't know. I wonder how many people I told that, that song was by Yes. It just kind of freaked me out. It's weird how your memory works, That was off topic, but Devin White, definitely not worth $20 million. No. Needs to reflect. Yeah, well, yeah. Coverage is not his forte. Never has been. I mean, he's got a skill set. It's a very limited skill set, but he's very good at it. His skill set does not include coverage. And it's kind of hard, because we play a lot. We drop our linebackers back a lot. Our middle linebackers, our outside linebackers. And, when we play those zones, they got to cover a large part of the field, and Devin just is not good at it. If we're gonna use him, you use him as a spy. You use him man on the running backs, blitzing. Yeah, Joe, that was very surprising to me. I predicted that he was going to just have a standout year, and he's still got plenty of time to do it. But I thought that he was just going to ball out this year because it's a contract year, and he's claiming he wants $20 million a year. Brother, you ain't going to get it playing like this. You're going to be lucky to get re-signed for peanuts. It's just the reality of the game. We got linebackers on our practice squad that can make 3 tackles in 60 snaps. I think I pointed out Servase Dennis came in when Levante David got hurt. Yeah. And he racked up where's he at? Yeah, he got 2 tackles. He didn't have any other stat lines, but he got 2 tackles in 17 snaps, and White got 3 tackles in 60. You just can't make that up, man. And then you look at Levante David's stat line. He got 7 tackles, 1 sack, 3 yards for a loss, 1 quarterback hit. It's like where's the, if we're gonna pay somebody $20 million a year, let's make it Levante David. We're paying him peanuts. What's he getting, $4 million this year or something? We're paying Devin White 4 times the amount that we're paying Levante David to do half the work. I don't get it. No, I don't know what Pewter Report's saying. Everybody's blowing Yaya up. He's a good player, but I don't see, that he's the next coming of J.J. Watt or anything. As far as should he play more? Probably. Yeah, Dylan. Yeah, it's a tough question. What are we going to do with Mayfield? Because, he's not playing horribly. He's not the reason why we're losing. But he's probably going to want a multi-year contract. And will we do that? I don't know, man. I don't know. At this point, we're in line to get one of these franchise quarterbacks. We're picking 8th right now in the draft. We're going to draft Mock's replacement or wait another year. That one's confusing to me. I don't know why they got him in there. I really don't. He should sit. Get some more practice in. We got guys that can play guard. That sounds good to me, Al. If he'll go or a $10 million contract, you think he'll do that? Maybe another incentive-laden contract? $10 million's awful low, though. He's got the zone coverage and finesse moves on the game. Sebastian Dennis does. That's funny. I haven't played Madden this year. Yeah, I want to see him on the All-22. He's got 17 snaps, so we'll get to see. We'll see a little bit of him. We got to go defensive back in the draft. Everybody wants something different. We got center, we got defensive back, but our middle linebacker spot's going to be. We're going to have to do something there because Levante David's probably going to retire. Devin White is not going to sign for what we're willing to pay him. Britt and Watts over White. Yeah, why in the world did Watts only get 3 snaps in this game, Joe? That doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, he played good last week. Give him some snaps, man. Maybe it's because we just got so many guys we're rotating in and out, trying to get snaps. I don't know. No, Zach, we were talking about that earlier. Jamel Dean getting hurt every time he gets burned. Yeah. Molly said that she thinks he does that so that the coach can't yell at him. Because you can't yell at a hurt player, right? That's just bad optics. Jamel Dean hurt his pride bone. He broke his pride bone. That's what. Yeah, J.J. Russell's a good linebacker too. Yeah, I don't know, Al. You just can't always count on there not being some dumb team out there that'll throw $50 million a year at somebody. We've seen that happen time and time again. You're like, they're paying that guy how much? Yeah, I mean, at this point, Joe, I'm fine with keeping Baker. Like I said, he's not the reason why we're losing. That's for sure. Craig Rolstadt, that was the referee crew. He was the head referee. That was his crew out there. I used to keep track of all these guys, but we had a big turnover a couple years ago. A lot of the refs retired, the old school refs. And I didn't update my database and haven't really got around to it. Baker's a franchise quarterback. LMH coming out strong for Baker. Yeah, Zach. Yeah. I'm so disappointed in Jamel Dean. When he first came here, I was amazed at his closing speed and his length. And he just had this very nonchalant way with him. And he still got the nonchalant way. But his closing speed and his length seemed to have disappeared. I really thought he was going to be a good player. One of those that, hey, David's back. One of those maybe develop into a shutdown corner, but nope. Great. The only people to save more drives than Baker is the refs for the opposing team. Yeah, the run game ain't going nowhere. Mitch, that is amazing to me. It's amazing to me that our run game could be this bad after changing everything. We changed our running back, but we didn't change our running backs coach or offensive line coach. We did change the running backs coach. We got rid of our offensive coordinator, running backs coach, everything. We got our starting running back. We implemented a new running system, and we're just as bad as we were last year. It's amazing. And we're right back to doing the same stuff we were doing last year. These screens to the outside. It's crazy to me. It's crazy. It's weird. I mean, I'm not going to lie. If you didn't know any better, you wouldn't be able to tell that we fired Leftwich. It's basically the same offense that we're running right now. It's weird. It's morphed. It started off being totally different offense, but it's just kind of morphed into the same thing, you know? It's like these deep balls, too, where you're like, why are we throwing deep on 3rd and 3? What? Not the hero we want, but the one we need. Oh, yeah, we don't know if Evans is staying, too. That's it, man. I tell you what, next year's going to be tough, man. Trade for Pickens anyway. Yeah. There's a lot of ugly quarterback play out there, man. I call it the Mahomes effect, but yeah, there's just, we were talking about that earlier, just the lack of elite quarterbacks in the league right now. Especially when you compare it to 10 years ago, when it was like half the teams had these franchise elite quarterbacks. So weird. That's why football's so ugly now. Nobody's got good quarterbacks. You think Jason's going? You're talking about Jason Light, right? Wow. You know, I felt that way too, Green. Everybody, when I was doing the live streams and during preseason, everybody was talking about Mike Evans leaving or let's trade him. And at first I was like, no. Because, I mean, man, he's been a staple and a great wide receiver. Best wide receiver Buccaneers have ever had. And then he had like 3 games where he was just dropping passes all over the place. I was like, get rid of him. I don't know if he's going to stay, though. I don't think we can pay him what he wants. But like Al says, I mean, he's old. Old wide receivers don't get these long, guaranteed money contracts like Mike is asking for, so that we assume. I don't know. I think Light will probably stay here longer than Bowles will. I think they'll jettison Bowles first. I think ownership really likes Jason Light. Now he's on cruise control. Oh, that's right, David. You're not a big fan of Jason Light. See, it's traded back a lot for more picks. It's interesting. Yeah, Al did a real good job of breaking it down as far as age and how receivers just don't get paid big contracts, guaranteed long-term contracts at that age. We'll see. Tom, you're out? All right, brother. Hopefully we'll see you here tomorrow. Start breaking down that game film. Get mad at the refs, because we're going to. We're going to see a crap ton of holding, a lot of uncalled penalties. We're going to get mad. It's going to be our get angry male therapy session. Well, David, how much of these rosters are Jason Licht and how much of it is Todd Bowles? The past couple years, anyhow. Because Jason Licht is known to work really hand in hand with the coaches. And matter of fact, when Jason Licht was first brought in, he didn't even have any say. Or it was Lovie Smith that had final say in all personnel decisions. It's one of the reasons why owners love him, I think, is because he works so good with the coaches. So, how much of this is partly Todd Bowles? These are his draft picks too, Don't know. Yeah, make Rondé Barber the GM. Yeah. Or Derek Brooks. We were talking about that earlier too, Zach. I mean, we were talking about bringing Rondé in, Derek Brooks. We already got Shelton Quarles in the front office. And to hire Warren Sapp as a coach, some coach, defensive line coach, something, just to scare the crap out of these players. Yeah, Wayne, yes, it was. But technically, and I learned something, that it's technically not a horse collar if the quarterback is in the pocket. That's why that wasn't illegal. But it should have been roughing the passer because he did it after Mayfield had thrown the ball. And it was pretty violent yank. It could have very easily have been a flag. And also the play before that, Mike Evans was in the end zone, and the defender ran into Mike before the ball got there. That should have been a penalty, put us on the 1 yard line. Oh, yeah, man, from 2004, until actually, 2019. They were garbage after Jason Licht got here too, but we started getting good players. Gosh, how long has Jason Licht been with it? He's been with us for a long time. I mean, didn't he draft Mike Evans? Yeah. Yeah, I see what you're saying, David. Dang, MH says Light is riding Brady's name and legacy. Green blames Ali Marpet. He did just leave us hanging, didn't he? He did that last year. Ali Marpet played. He did not play well. You could just tell he just did not have the heart to play anymore. He was getting whooped quite frequently, much more than he normally did. I was surprised by his retirement, but when I thought about it, I was like, yeah, he didn't want to play this game anymore. And a bottom 10 running offense the whole last decade. Yeah, it's been since Muscle Hamster, Doug Martin, that we've had a decent run game. It's terrible. So Jason Light's been here for a decade. Yeah, I'm curious about Jensen's future with the team, too. I'd like to see him stay on as a coach. Teach these guys how to punch dudes in the face. How to sit on them after he knocks them down. I'll try green. Where'd Ronald Jones go? He went to the Chiefs, and then he went. So didn't he go to Miami? Where's he at now? He just bounced around the league now. Yeah, I'd like to see us get some big bruisers on the O line. You know, I wish we wouldn't have got rid of Shaq Mason now, but he wanted too much. We want to pay our offensive line cheap. We want everybody on the cheap, I feel like. Well, I mean, this year we kind of had to, but Aaron's just collecting his retirement check with us. Yeah, what is he doing anymore? Yeah. Ever since he got yelled at or penalized for being on the sideline, I haven't seen or heard crap from him. Oh, yeah. You got to put the Twins to bed. All right, Green. Yeah, we're getting ready to knock off here anyhow. Game's going to start. Huh. That's interesting about Jensen. Didn't know all that. This is a reminder. It would surprise me though if he comes back or if he continues to play. I don't know. I really don't know. Rojo was with Cowboys. Okay. I thought it was Miami. Gotcha. All right, guys. Let's get off of here and go watch this football game. I'm excited about it. See the Eagles and the Chiefs. This is like the most excited football game of the year so far, which stinks because I'm a Buccaneers fan. But hey, gotta have something to look forward to, right? We'll see. Hopefully it'll be a good game. Anyhow, we'll see y'all guys here tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you can make it, we're gonna start watching that all 22, and probably get angry a little bit. I think we're gonna get angry, but we'll see. Go Eagles, Al. Yeah, I'm the same way, David. If it was up to me, neither one of them would win. It'd be a tie. But I have to pick one. I got to pick the Eagles because I'm sick of the Chiefs. All right, guys. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me, man. Y'all always make me feel better about losses. But we'll see y'all tomorrow night if you can make it. And until next time, go Bucs.